Welcome back to the Least Professional channel on YouTube. How's everybody doing today? So today we're up at Honey Run Park in Mount Vernon, or near Mount Vernon, Ohio. It's up in Knox County. And we came up here because I've got this waterfall back here that I was introduced to this a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to come back up and make a video just because, one, I wanted to get some more pictures, maybe on a different day because it was really sunny. I mean, if you see the picture, I love how the picture came out, but I wanted to see if I could get maybe something a little bit different, and I think I got some really cool ones, so I'll show those real quick here. But otherwise, yeah, I'm trying some different camera settings, and I want to try some different techniques today. This is going to be kind of a test video. I'm going to be testing out a couple of different editing things that I want to try, mainly for a video I've got coming up. If you stay tuned, around the end of April, there's going to be a special video coming out. So some of the stuff that I'm trying today, I'm going to probably implement in that video. So keep an eye out for that. It's already been announced on Patreon, by the way. So if you haven't checked out the Patreon already, it's a great way to support me. I'm trying to get some stuff going. I'd like to eventually build a business out of this. The more and more I've thought about it, the more it seems like it would be something that I could really enjoy, but it's hard for me to justify putting money. You know, I've already put a decent amount of money into the channel. So putting more of my own money in, I'm going to do that, but it would help if I could get some, you know, little extra funding on the side, whether it's from selling prints, which I'm going to be doing at some point, or the Patreon, advertising, that kind of stuff. I'm going to be looking for advertisers at some point, so it's all stuff that I've been thinking about and working through in my head. I just wanted to kind of mention that briefly before we get too far into this video. So, yeah, we're going to check out some other spots. There's some really cool places in this park that I want to show you guys. So stay tuned, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so we're walking back to a really cool spot back here. But I wanted to point something out while we were walking because there's some trees right here. If you remember from a short a couple weeks ago, I said it's evidence of Bigfoot, trees being pushed down. And as I'm working on researching the cryptid series, that is becoming more and more fun to talk about, just because I've been watching a lot of Bigfoot stuff, and it's hilarious to see some of the links that people will go to use Bigfoot as an excuse for things.
Where the hell are we going?
We're going over this rock right here.
We are? Why?
Because that's the way we have to go. Okay, now that we're through that little fiasco, this is a very, very steep climb.
Use the branches.
And I've got not only my wife with me today, but my oldest daughter is back there. You might know her. You've probably seen her in the comments or in the Discord. She's the one that tries to be first on every short that I post to make a comment. Now this is some cool stuff. This is the path ahead of us right now. So it's gonna be fun, except for, like, you know, you worry about things like this rock right here. Alright, so we're gonna keep walking, and I'll pick this back up in just a minute because the trail's getting a little rough up ahead. Alright, so this looks like the area where we were gonna go. So there's a beach over here, and they're walking over there to check the beach out. But the entire reason I came over here down this trail is because right up there, you can barely see it, but it's that's the cave that I took a picture in a couple weeks ago and I did a short from. And it's a bit of a pain to get up into it, but it's really cool. It goes down in there a little ways. You can see from the picture, which I'll put that up on screen right now, because I don't know how much light I'm going to be able to get up there, but it actually goes back quite a ways. It's just really, really skinny to get back up in there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and climb up there. Alright, well that was a fun climb. You can't really probably see a whole lot. I'll try and brighten it up as much as I can. Unfortunately, this camera's not made for low light, so I've done the best that I possibly can to brighten it up some. But you can see back up in here, this cave, it goes back up in here a little ways. I don't know exactly how far it goes, mostly because I'm not really a caver, contrary to what popular belief may be at times. Like, I'm adventurous, just look at how dark that is. Like, that's some next level dark, and I didn't bring a light. I've got a couple of bigger lights that maybe at some point I'll bring them up here when I have more time and the weather's nicer and I feel like actually carrying a lot more equipment, because this is quite the trek if you're carrying a bunch of equipment. Today, you know, I've got a little bag on me with just some basic extra stuff and then my cameras, but I don't have a lot of equipment. I didn't bring any of the big lighting stuff just because, like, none of the smaller lights that I have wouldn't illuminate this, so it didn't really make much point to bringing them. The bigger lights that I have, they would have been a lot to lug in, so I know that's a little bit of an over explanation, but I want to show you guys this cave because this is such an awesome place, and I'm thrilled that I discovered this. There's going to be a lot of opportunities, I think, this summer to take some great pictures here. I'm going to be back multiple times, but yeah, so that's the cave. Now I'm going to climb back out, which hopefully will be easier than climbing in was. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys in just a minute. Actually, before I climb down, I want to show you guys the view from up here, because it's a pretty cool view. And climbing up all of those, that was the challenge. I don't know how steep it's how steep it looks on camera, but it's quite the challenge. You saw me climbing up; it was kind of a pain. But yeah, so now I'm actually going to go down. So I'll talk to you all in a minute. Alright, so sitting down here relaxing by the river, we just walked around and saw a little bit of nature. I'll get some B-roll and stuff like that here in a few minutes, but I wanted to go ahead and end the video here. We got some cool pictures, and I'll share those pictures at the end of the video. Like I said, I'm planning on coming back here this summer quite a few times, just because, like, there's a lot of really cool places, like nooks and crannies and stuff, and I'm waiting to see, like, what it's going to be in the summertime when everything's growing. Honey? She doesn't like to be on camera, and yet she walks up behind me while I'm recording.
Spit in the water.
Alright, well, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. I want to thank you all for watching. I'll throw a video up here, so check that one out. Subscribe, hit the like button, all that good stuff. And everybody have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one.